Hello, everyone. Good evening. So, I'm Andrew. I'm single, and I am Jewish, which probably explains why I'm here. There wasn't even a punchline. There was no one to talk me out of it, and the course was free. I can say that, you can't. I'm actually super proud to be Jewish. It's a huge part of who I am, have been brought up, and is one of the reasons why I'm super close with my family, some of whom have made it here this evening from Manchester and Leeds. Can we give them a cheer? Hello, Mark. It's lovely to see that the Make-A-Wish Foundation has a service for Northerners. So I'm what's called an Ashkenazi Jew. Basically, there are like different subcultures of Jews who develop their own like traditions and customs depending on where from Europe they came from. So I'm Ashkenazi, that's like Eastern European heritage. And we're probably the Jews that like you're more familiar with. So like, what do you guys know about like Jewish culture, Jewish people, anything? And they said London wasn't anti-Semitic. Well, I'll give you some alternatives. Ross Geller, Ashkenazi. Pickles and smoked fish, Ashkenazi. Overweight, balding neurotic men with IBS and overbearing mothers, Ashkenazi. Smoked fish and IBS. It's not particularly sexy, is it? A bit like the word itself, Ashkenazi. Ashkenazi. It sounds like a reality TV show in 1930s Germany. Ashkenazi. It is a word completely devoid of flair, like our Prime Minister and anaesthetics. And you can see that lack of flair in our cooking. Flavour and spice are as far away from an Ashkenazi dinner table than your mate at the pub whose round it is. It didn't have to be this way, though. As well as the Ashkenazis, pickles, neuroticism, IBS, there's also the Sephardi group of Jews who came from like Spain and North Africa, and they kind of won the cultural lottery. They're better looking, they have better food, and they have better internal digestion systems. So Sephardis, they get falafel, hummus, tagine, with the Ashkenazis get pickled herring, smoked herring, and pickled smoked herring. They get Jerry Seinfeld, we get George Costanza. They get Mila Kunis, we don't. And so naturally, I've decided that I would like to marry a Sephardi Jewish woman. Better food, better looking. Just unfortunately, marriage for me is a bit of a way off at the moment. I do date, just not particularly successfully. My friends tell me I'm not very good at reading signs or signals. I'm like, yes, there is a reason I don't work at GCHQ. Anyhow, they're not wrong. They're really not wrong. And so a few years ago, I was living in a flat share in Camberwell, and the handyman came round to fix a radiator. And we're having a good chat, football, politics, and it is a decent chat. And he suggests carrying on the conversation over a pint, to which I naively agree. My flatmates get home. Andrew, you're going on a date with the handyman. No, guys, it's not a date. A couple of days later, we agree a time and place, early evening, local pub, non-romantic vibes, non-date vibes, just like casual pine. Nonetheless, Andrew, you're going on a date with the handyman. No, guys, it's not a date. Well, a couple of days before the non-date, I receive a message from the handyman asking how my evening is going. But accompanying the message is a picture. It gets better. Of the handyman, of the 52-year-old handyman, sat on the sofa, wearing shorts that Tom Daley would consider revealing, with a little beer bottle poking up from between his legs, like the periscope of a submarine. Andrew, you're going on a date with the handyman. No, guys, it's not a date. It's what I say, but inside I'm panicking. But I'm too committed. I'm going to wrap it up. We're at the non-date, and he asked me about my dating history, and I spy opportunity. I'm going to lay it on thick about my straight dating history. And I see what looks like a flash of disappointment cross his face. Yes, that is a humble brag. No, I am not sorry. It's a rare opportunity that I get. And he goes, Andrew, it's a shame that you're straight. If you were gay, I'd be all over you. Thank you, mate, but no dice. Sorry, just not for me. He goes again. But Andrew, have you ever tried it? No, mate, I haven't. Nothing against it. Totally fine, just like, not for me. Thinking that would be that. But no, he goes for the Hail Mary. But Andrew, you don't know what you like until you try it. At which point, I finish my shandy. I make my excuses and I get up to leave. And as I'm walking out, I turn around and say, mate, it would have been different had you been a Sephardi Jew. Thank you very much.